Blog Talk Radio.
Good evening, everyone. This is me, Jonathan Alexander. I'm here to host our show, Life, Laughter, Happiness. Today, we have my co-host, Kelly. Are you there, Kelly?
Yes. Hello, everyone.
Hi. And today, and also we have my co-host, Barbara. Are you there, Barbara?
Yes. Hi. I'm here.
Okay. Now, our guest today, and I hope I pronounced it right, Elie Pechet.
Yes.
Is that right? Okay.
Yep.
Now, it says we advertise the show as real results for real issues. It says here that you're a metaphysician, medium, you're a shaman, 33 years of experience in the counseling energy field. You earned a master's degree in Cambridge and the College. You've done a lot of long distance healing, and you also deal with grief. Am I right in saying that?
Yes. Mhm.
Okay, grief, and that you've also invented a technique that you've custom made for you. It's called the Pechet healing technique.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. Now, let me ask you something. Okay. It says here that you are also when you do your thing, does it take a while, or do you just have to sort of listen in to the person's voice? Is that helpful?
Yeah, it's all about making the connection with the client that I'm working with. And as I start to talk with them, the connection happens energetically. And and then at one point, I'll listen, and I'll hear what would be most helpful to heal for them that session.
I see. Okay. Now, usually before the show, we start to generate callers who are ready to go on the air. And I am trying to get hold of somebody who's apparently the area code is 310. Are you there, 310?
Hello?
Hi. Hi. This is Jonathan Alexander. How are you doing today?
Oh, I'm fine, thank you. Nice to meet you, Jonathan.
Good. Now, you have a question for Ms. Pechet?
Yes, I do. Hi. I guess I could tell you my name is Lorenzo.
Hi, Lorenzo.
And, I'm calling from Los Angeles. And, yeah, I do have a question. Actually, I lost somebody very, very special to me, very close to me.
Mm-hmm.
I was 24 at the time, and he died very suddenly, unexpectedly, and I was kept away from him for several weeks of his illness, and he, I guess I just never really got that. I never really got that last conversation, that closure that I've heard a lot of other people have been able to receive. And I was just wondering if there's a way for someone like yourself to maybe put us back in touch with each other, at least to know that he's in a good place, that he still loves and cares about me, like that,
Mm-hmm. Would you like me to check now and see if I can get a connection with him, if he's available?
That would really be amazing, yeah.
Let's see. When is it that he died?
he died in 1981. Right.
So yeah,
that was
so
like
it's been it's been a while.
years ago.
Yeah, so it's been a while that you haven't been able to get closure. It's a long time.
Yeah. And I was very destructive after that. I mean, I think because I didn't get that closure, I was very self-destructive, and I was in my 20s and making fairly good money. So I did a lot of irrational, dangerous things.
Yeah.
Just acting out. Acting out, and I think I came to understand later on through therapy that it was caused in a great way because I never had that closure with this person who I was very close to. I mean, he was almost like a mentor, idol, to me.
Yeah. Well, there's a couple of ways that I can help you, and I'll check and see what I can get about him in a moment. One way that I can help you is, yes, I am a medium, and I can establish communication, between you and this person that you cared about. And then the other way that I can help you, we won't have time to do it on the show tonight, but I can clear the grief, literally heal the grief that you're feeling and the lack of closure in as little as 1 or 2 sessions, and I can bring you to complete peace about this issue that has tormented you for so long.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the things that I do is bring people to peace who are grieving. So, with that in mind, let me see if I can make a connection with him. What's his first name?
Fernando.
Fernando. Okay. So he did go to the light, which is really good, really important. And I am hearing him say that he loves you, and he's sorry about the way things ended up with the interference, the block that was put up between you and him, you not being able to access him. You have he's acknowledging a very strong heart connection between the two of you. A lot of love there, kind of a brotherly, mutual love. Is that correct?
I would say that the heart connection is probably the strongest in my life.
Yeah, and it was for him also. It was a very strong soul connection. You've had other lifetimes with him, which we're not going to go into that now. But the point is that you and he shared a very strong soul connection, and I do feel that you are going to see each other again.
I hope so, because it feels like we have unfinished business.
Yeah, well, I can help you with that. If you decide to book a session, so that we're not rushed, and you can say what you want to say, and I can get more information from him that he wants to share with you, and that's that will be helpful. Let's see if I get anything else while you're on the call. he's saying it's really nice up here. He hasn't reincarnated. He seems to be enjoying himself. Like it's.
Is he like an angel for me?
Like,
is he able to see what I'm doing in my life, and is he able to still guide me? Because when he was alive, I really counted on him for even the simplest decisions. And I feel as if he's still talking to me subconsciously, whatever. Yeah.
You know what, Lorenzo, I am getting a positive on that he is around you. And, when he can go back and forth, once the spirit has gone back to the light, also known as home, they can hang out up there, or they can come down and give guidance and be around someone who is here that they care about. So I feel that's what he's doing. He's around you, and sometimes he also goes back.
You think he's also helping some people in my life that I care deeply about? Because there's a feeling that I get sometimes with, my kids, where I'm feeling like they do something or say something that is so much like what he would have done or said that I'm almost thinking maybe he's guiding them too. I don't know.
I can ask. Yeah, actually there is some of that going on as well.
Is it more favorable towards one of my I'll just say they're my daughters than the others?
No, not necessarily.
Okay.
Yeah, one might be picking up a little bit more on what he's suggesting, but I'm not getting that he favors one over the other.
Well, that's probably good.
Yeah.
We're not supposed to choose, right?
Right. We're not supposed to play favorites. We're supposed to, treat those that we love equally, even if the connection is different. I have two cats that they both turned 20 in March, which is 100 years old each in human years. And they both know that I have a little bit of a different connection with one of them than the other. It's a little bit deeper, but I always make sure to give them equal attention and reassurance. Make sense? Lorenzo?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. So we probably should maybe allow somebody else to either call in or talk with the hosts, but you can look me up on my website, which is phoenixrisinghealing.com, and you might want to schedule a session for me to either do the mediumship, or we could focus on the grief, clearing the grief about what happened. You might need a couple of sessions: the anger at the people that blocked you, and then the grief about Fernando. Does it make sense?
Well, thank you. Yes.
You're welcome.
Okay. All right. Now, I believe the next caller that we have is caller 614. Are you okay with that? Taking a caller?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, area code 614, you're on the air.
Hello?
Hello?
Hi. What's your name?
Area code 614. Sometimes people are just calling in to listen.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's okay.
I have a question for
Okay.
Elie. What
Who's
does
that?
it mean?
Yeah.
Oh, this is Barbara. What does
okay.
it mean when you say he has gone to the light? What does that mean, going to the light?
It's very important that we go to the light when we leave the body, also known as death, because the light is also known as home. It's where we go to regroup, to review the life that we just ended, and then prepare for the next incarnation, or not.
So you were saying that the caller's the person he was asking about wants to stay in the light, and so if you want to stay in the light, you can, or you can be reincarnated. But what if you want to be reincarnated? Do you know for sure that that's going to be another good life, or do you regret it? Can you go back? I just don't know. And then where does heaven fall into this? Is that the light? Does this mean the light? What about heaven?
Yeah. Well, all right. Let me answer the, maybe one question at a time. Heaven is I would say heaven is synonymous with going home, with going back to the light, where everything is really beautiful and harmonious. And there are processes in which, as I mentioned before, the life review is done so that the soul who is reviewing their life can see, what they learned, what they might have done differently, what they, things that they might regret, like causing hurt to others. They see everything they've done, all their good deeds and all their bad deeds, their misjudgments. And this is how the soul learns, is by kind of reviewing everything that they did in the most recent life. This is how we grow. And then, I feel that they are involved in deciding whether they are going to reincarnate again in another body to get another set of experiences as a human on the earth plane, or if they might become a guide, and they might become a guide temporarily, like Fernando, I was just talking with.
So is that their choice?
I believe that there is some choice on the part of the soul, and also the committee. Yeah, it's a decision that's made together.
Thank you.
Well,
that's very interesting.
We have
you're welcome.
Call. So I'm going to try this caller. This person, I text this person as a question. This is area code 830.
Hello.
830, you're on the air.
Thank you. Hi.
Hi.
I have a question. I had a cat just pass recently, and I don't feel that it was natural. I feel something very wrong, and I was wondering if you could tell me if you feel anything about this.
Well, can you give me your name, the cat's name, and just a little bit more information?
Yes, I'm sorry. My name is Debbie.
Hi, Debbie.
My cat's name is an odd name, but it was Scar Nosy because he looked like Scar from The Lion King, and he was very nosy.
Oh, Nosy. The name was Nosy?
Yeah, Scar Nosy. Yeah, Scar Nosy.
Okay.
It was sort of a combination of his little personality. He was only
Mhm.
like a little over a year old, but I was so close to him. I have 5 cats, but I was so close to him. He was so sweet. He was so precious, and this just doesn't feel right. I haven't even seen him. I was told by someone that they found him, and I just want to know.
Well, what do you mean they found him? What was the circumstance?
I was told we live way out in the country, practically the middle of nowhere, and
Mhm.
I was told by a neighbor that they found my cat in the road, and they took it upon themselves to take my cat and bury it on their property. I have not even seen it. I have not seen him. I'm nothing, and I just don't feel right. I feel like I'm being lied to. I feel like he may have harmed him or something. And I mean, it goes a lot deeper than that. Like, there's been a lot of other problems around here. This is about the 3rd cat that's been killed, and not mine, but this one is mine. And
Mhm.
I want to know. Wait. I want to know something. I thought that I saw. I had a feeling the other morning, and I went outside and I looked up in the tree behind my house, and I saw his little face. I saw his face, and I knew right then he had passed. I could just see his face in the tree, but the face didn't look right. It was his little face, but it had partial, like, human hair. It was just real kind of eerie, a little bit eerie. And something drew me to the tree, and and I don't know. The whole situation doesn't feel right, and I just wanted to know if maybe you could see something.
Mhm. Sounds like you suspect some foul play.
I do, but I mean, if I'm wrong, I don't want to feel this way towards people either. If I'm wrong,
Yeah. Who's the neighbor that said that he buried the cat?
He's a neighbor. It's a lot of everybody out here has been here a long time, but this particular gentleman is new to the area, about a year or so, year and a half. And we see him from time to time, and he sort of has made no bones about it that he doesn't necessarily care for the cats too much, and which should not concern him at all. It's we have 500 acres out here. There's no way that they bother him. So, and this used to be a private road. Well, the county has since taken over part of it, and I mean, not that it can't happen, but there's never usually dead animals on this road.
Well, so were the other cats that were killed, has it been in the last year and a half?
Yes, and we can't find them, though. Well, we're assuming that one of them has been hurt really, really bad. We do not know how he survived. That's my son's cat, who was actually the brother of this cat. And the other cat, there's several cats missing that we haven't found or seen. And at least six.
Sounds like all this has been going on since this neighbor moved in, right?
That's what it seems like, but and I don't want to accuse anybody either.
I can check right now on the spot. Would you like me to do that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What's the neighbor's name?
Frankie.
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 All right. Frankie. Okay, hold on.
Thank you.
Yeah, he's got a problem. All right, hold on. Yeah, he's definitely got a problem. He's responsible. Now I want to ask something else. Hold on.
Okay.
He has a demon with him, and he's going to keep doing this unless we get rid of the demon.
And you know what he does? I went to his house. When he moved in, I was taking him some items he needed. I was trying to be nice, and I got goosebumps all up and down my body. I can't go in that house. It feels evil, evil.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. Listen to that. Don't go in that house. Part of another branch of the work that I do is I remove entities. I do this long distance. I remove demons and spirit attachments. There's usually something like that, like a demon, with any, when people are torturing animals or killing animals, there's almost always a demon behind the person who's doing it. So
do you think
not
he's done this to all of these?
doing it?
And
What?
Can I tell you something else? He told me that he saw my death and back by a tree, back by one of our ponds, and that particular tree has twigs. They're not too fresh, but they don't belong there. They're twigs like something is buried there, or maybe a fire. Do you think that he harmed all of these cats?
Can you repeat that?
He told me that he saw my death, is what he told me, and he said
wait a minute. He saw your what?
My death.
Your death, like that you were going to die?
Death. Yes, and he told me by the tree, by our back pond, and my son and I went back there by that pond, the tree, and there's some twigs underneath the tree, like something may be buried under them, or like somebody was going to start a fire there. And I told my son, I said, I don't feel anything bad here. And this man said, that's because you're dead. You don't feel it.
Yeah, he's possessed.
What do I do about this?
Well, take my website. You can call me and schedule a session, and I can help you with this. If he's not stopped, he's going to keep doing this stuff until the others can, and whatever else.
Yes, and okay. I've got your website actually right here on my other phone.
Oh, good. Okay.
I have it up already. Yes. Yes. Okay. Right. Is my Sparnozy okay now, though? Did he cross?
Let me just check. He did cross over, so that's good.
Do you know if he's on our property or if he really did take him to his property?
I'm getting that his body is on your property.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I think I know where. I think it's by that tree. Did he hurt him?
No, I'm not. I'm not getting that. I'm not getting that. But he needs to be stopped. So
yes, he does.
Yeah. So you have my phone number?
Yes, ma'am. The 508 area code.
Yeah, 508-237-4929. You could call me tomorrow, and we can set something up.
Thank you. Do you think he had something to do with the other cats missing and the other cat getting hurt?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
He hurt this one little cat so bad, and we weren't home when this happened, and he survived.
Mhm.
He's missing an eye, but he survived.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why is he doing this? Is he trying to get our attention? I mean, I felt like he was trying to harm us at one point.
No, bullies like that, people who go after animals, like I said, they're under the influence usually of a dark force, and they probably have some issues, from childhood, but they might
Yes.
not cross the line and harm others without a negative influence like a demon. Does that make sense?
Yes, I guess it does. Okay.
Yeah, so I can help you with those. So,
And thank you. I have one cat. Well, I live like 100 yards from my mom, and one of my cats won't even come home. It just will not go to my house at all. So I don't know what he's done. She stays in my mom's garage. She's so terrified of coming home, and she is actually my little soul cat. I've had her for a long time, and she just won't come home.
Well, because she's probably afraid that, he's going to find her and hurt her.
Yes. So he's probably already scared her, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Yeah. Yeah. Call me. I'll help you out.
Okay. Thank
you, ma'am.
Bye, Debbie.
Now, I guess my question is, do you read animals, or like if somebody is alive as opposed to dead, do you pick up on different energy from that?
Yeah.
Like how so? What's the difference?
Between someone who's alive and someone who's dead.
Yeah.
What's the difference? That's I'm not really sure how to answer that. The person.
Do you get a different energy?
Well, if I'm connecting with a person that's in the body that's alive, it's going to be a lot more dense than a spirit that has left the body. It's going to be a lot lighter.
Let's see. Kelly, you haven't had a chance to ask any questions yet. Are you there?
Yeah, hi. I was wondering, when my mom passed away, my friend and my dad and I were right there in the room, and my friend and I are energy sensitive, so we could tell when she was about to go, and we could see or feel, it's hard to describe, like waves of energy, like her soul leaving, and it kind of hovered for a minute, like it was hesitant, didn't want to go. And I just want to make sure that she made it to the light, that she's not trying to hang on somewhere.
That's a really good question. Excellent. It is so important. And I see that like you get that. You get how important that is. Even if you don't understand it, intuitively it's really important that souls don't get trapped here and that they do go home to the light. And that's one of the things that I assist with is spirits that get trapped here. I do send them, escort them to the light. So let me ask about your mother. She definitely went to the light. And that's really, really beautiful that you were able to witness that process of her preparing to leave her body. That's what those waves of energy were. It takes a lot. And it takes a lot of effort for a soul to enter the body upon birth, and also, not upon birth, when entering the womb. Actually, the soul goes in and out of the womb up to the first 3 years of a child's life. But for the soul to come into the into the body takes a lot of effort, and for the soul to leave the body at the end of a lifetime, ideally, takes a lot of effort. So that's what you witnessed. That was really sacred, what you saw.
Oh, wow. I kind of thought that was what it was, my dad was right there and he didn't pick up on it, but my mom's side of the family seems to be perhaps more psychic inclined. And I hear it tends to run usually through females down the line. But my friend Tim was able to see it too, but he's an energy worker. He does licensed massage therapy, but he showed me how to do energy work and chakras and things. But I mean, it felt like a very sacred and special moment, and she's not the first family member I was with when they passed. So, you know, even my grandpa being in a coma, when we told him that everybody was finally there and, you know, he could leave if he wanted to, it would make us sad to see him go, but if he needed to go, then, you know, to go ahead, we understand, and then he went. So, you know, it's, and my mom passed long enough after my grandpa, which was my dad's dad, that I was able to see the energy this time instead of just feel it.
That's great.
And thank you.
That might be. Well, what? Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I can.
Yeah, Kelly. I what I'm getting is I think that I think that would be an awesome thing for you to you know, to do for work for work and your service in the world is help escort souls when they're ready to move on.
Oh,
that's a gift. I know. That's a gift that you have that ability to see and feel the energy, so you can become an escort. That's huge.
Oh wow. Thank you. I other than hospice, I don't really know, you know, how that would work. You know, it's not like you go on the yellow pages and look for soul escort or, you know, I don't even know how to.
Well, no. You're not ready to just like start advertising yourself. You have to feel into it and kind of take it one step at a time. And when you're ready for the next step, you'll be shown, you know, what to do, how to do it. This is sacred. This is one of the most sacred things that we can do is bringing life into the world and then escorting it out. Make sense?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And when I was losing my baby, I could tell because I could feel it. And when I was pregnant, I'd never been pregnant before, and I could feel the life pulsing in there, even though it was a teeny tiny little thing, you know, at first, like, you know. Yeah. So it was really quite the experience.
That's beautiful. So that's your gift. That's your gift and ability. And you're very sensitive and tuned in. That's very special.
Thank you. I was a little bit nervous about messing with it, and I'll explain what that means. I was at a friend's house, and he doesn't live there anymore, but he said it was haunted, and he doesn't normally believe in that sort of thing. And when I was there one time, we could hear a thump up in the attic, and he went and checked, and there was no animal. There was nothing there that could do that. And I picked up on, it was a lady, and I picked up on the timeline and all this, that she had hung herself up there. And, you know, distraught over the end of a relationship. She was pregnant. She was a student, like, for nursing. And, you know, I talked with her, like, and she would do things like pull his blankets down and stuff like that because, you know, he was an attractive young guy. And, but when we invited her to join us for Christmas and stuff, I could really tell that meant a lot to her, that we could, you know, see her, feel her, hear her, know that she was there. And the part that I'm not sure was okay was I let her know that if she wanted to stay, she could, but it was safe to go to the light if she really wanted to. And at that point she was finally able to let go of her grief and go instead of staying trapped, hanging on. And that was so beautiful. But I just wonder, if somebody tries to go to the light and maybe they don't make it, can they be angry at you for trying to convince them?
If they don't make it.
Or if they were hesitant about doing that and they did it and then they were upset that they did. I mean, I can't imagine that, but, I hear about things. And
I'd have to give your question a little bit more thought, and maybe we could talk about it sometime when we're not on the air.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's another gift, is helping souls go to the light. I don't know yet. I'd have to, spend a little bit more time with you. But it takes a lot of skill and ability to escort someone to the light if they miss the window of opportunity to go naturally. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, I would be interested in finding out at a different time. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, you're welcome. I think we discovered something really beautiful for you tonight.
Yeah. I didn't realize. Yeah, it's weird for me because I just think everybody else has these things, and then I find out they don't, and I'm like, oh, well, how come they don't?
Right. Listen, anytime, we all come in with different gifts, and anytime that we can discover what our gift is, what our contribution is supposed to be this lifetime, that's really important.
Oh, no. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, good work.
Thank you.
Sure.
Okay. If we like, you could want to take another call.
Yeah, we could. Do you want to announce the website, Jonathan, and the phone number?
Sure, of course. www.phoenixrisinghealing.com, and the number that reach you at is 508-237-4929. Okay?
Yeah. Great.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Area code 386 is on the air.
Hi, Elie. How are you?
This
This is
good.
Cindy.
Hi, Cindy.
Hi. Well, gosh, after that last call, I was just I was originally going to ask you about my finances. If you see work coming my way, finances coming in that I've been waiting on. But then there's something I'd like to ask you for a friend if you're available, because I'm going to pass along your number. About removing entities. Someone just called me asking me for a referral if I knew of any, that a friend of theirs that we, both know, her 4-year-old daughter, 3 or 4-year-old daughter, started saying things she couldn't possibly have known, and her eyes, like pupils dilated black, and her name, the little girl's name's Abby, and the baby daddy, which does not have visitation or live with them, is absolutely crazy, and him and his family have some high strings, but they think he had taken her from daycare one day with another person and shown her some videos, and there was just some things, and I don't know how, I wasn't sure if any of it was drama from the mother trying to get fake attention from the friend of mine, or if it was real, because the mother is a drama queen.
So what's the question?
Well, do you see that Abby is possessed by a demon? That's what the mother thinks happened.
I
the
see.
father was that I was going to refer you.
Yeah, I have removed demons and spirits from children, and it seems like 3 and 4 years old. It's pretty common. They've usually been 3 or 4. I've also worked with a young boy who was 6, and he had a demon with him since he was about 2, and he was a terror in the family. I mean, he was torturing all of them. But once I removed the demon, and then I also did another session working with his photograph in which I cleared a past life in which he was not a good person. He was involved in the Holocaust. And so he came in really angry, and the anger was on top of the guilt of what he had done. So when I cleared that past life, after the session, when I cleared a demon from him, he completely changed, and the family was a lot more stable and could relax. I mean, he had them all walking on eggshells.
Well, the mother is a drama queen, and she brings a lot of the problems on herself by a friend of mine's been trying to help her, but I think she's just taking advantage of her, and so that's why I wasn't sure if she was telling the complete truth. But I have met this child, and this child is very angry and can be very violent, and as young as she is. But they have. My friend has called me and told me stories, but my friend herself did not hear the child say any of this or any of this happen. Yeah. The mother claims she videotaped it, but she didn't show it to my friend, which is kind of odd to me. I'm like, have you actually heard any of this yourself, or is this Heather making it up? But
would you you want me to check and see if she has something with her?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I can do that for you.
Okay. Yeah. The little girl's name is Abby.
Abby.
Aubriella, they call her Abby.
I'm getting a yes. Let me see what it is that's with her.
Okay.
Let's see. Well, wow. She has at least one spirit and a demon. It's a lot. No wonder she's angry.
Oh, and she has come forth with statements about people that have deceased and things that are fixing to happen to people that are still living, and some things that she couldn't have known,
Yeah. So she's probably also sensitive and open to, it's probably easier for her to see and hear things than maybe the average child. But yeah, it's kind of a double-edged sword for sensitives because they can hear the good and see the good, but they can also hear and see the bad, and the bad can attach. So part of her mother's responsibility is to teach her daughter, how to deal with her sensitivity. Now, she can call me and I can clear what the things that are with the daughter. So I would say the mother is accurate. And then, if I was going to work with her as a client, I would teach the mother how to help her daughter so that she can be protected and being more in control of her abilities.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes. Oh, it makes perfect sense to me. And I'm going to give your contact information to my friend and let her pass it along to her or she calls you, because I told her I would check around. But, yeah, there's the mother is just the people she's always involved with is it's a rough situation for that little child. She goes through a lot of drama.
Yeah. Well, the mother might
I've
have
kind of
some
taken a step back, you know.
Yeah, the mother might have some energies with her also that are harmful.
Yeah, I don't doubt that.
Yeah.
And she grew up in she had a rough childhood, let's put it like that, without me divulging her information. But really quick, could I just ask you quickly, do you see any work coming for me or my finances? When you see my finances coming through that I'm waiting on?
Yeah. Well, when you first asked that, when you got on the call, I got that it seems like there's a block in the heart area in your chest. Are you dealing with some grief over someone or something?
Not really anything recent.
It doesn't have to be recent. It could be a loss, from many years ago that ends up, leading to heart troubles. The heart starts to get weak. I'm not saying that that's what's going on, but I feel like there's something that you have suppressed that feels like grief or something to do with love that you're shut down as a result.
Yeah, definitely some bad relationship and stalkers. I got out of them. So I haven't been in any kind of a relationship with Dave in 2 years.
Yeah, but you said one or more that were not good.
Yeah, 2.
Yeah, so your heart feels like
the second one was actually a stalker.
Okay, so that's accurate. What I'm picking up, right?
Yeah, I mean, I have just spent time, moving on with my life, and haven't really, give that much thought. But I've been trying to just focus on career and been moving on. So I've been out of that for a few years. Yeah.
Well, but it's being held in your body, and I think there's a connection between that and the money coming through. For money to come through, you have to be in the flow. And if you have a block, like in your chest related to relationships that you've suppressed the hurt and the way they worked out, I think that that's affecting your flow to receive money. But it can be cleared. That's the good news.
Okay.
Yeah. So you feel like you're in the flow.
How do I do that? How do I clear it so my finances will start flowing?
You call me, or you can schedule a session, one or more sessions on the website. That's what I do. That's my specialty, is clearing blocks like that from relationships, from trauma, prosperity. That's what I do.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to go to your website yet. I do have it opened up on the show page, so I could give your website and phone number.
Yeah. It won't take long to get you where you want to be and feeling good, and you can enjoy your career, and you can also bring love in again, but a healthy love. Once the blockage is cleared as far as the past romance, that stuff it's like it's stagnant in the body, and then the body eventually, I'm not saying this is happening with you, but eventually the body starts to break down because it can't handle it.
Okay.
So I'm just saying that, by clearing the blockages that are in the body, in your case, in the chest area and around the heart, it's going to free you up to draw in the things that you want, including a healthy relationship and the money that you're talking about.
Okay.
Do you see the connection? You can't cut off a part of yourself and just submerge it and pretend it's not there. It is there. If you deal with it, it won't be an issue anymore. Does that make sense?
Yes. It does make sense, but I never really connected the dots. The relationship I got out of several years ago had anything to do with my work and my money situation and the flow.
Yes.
But because finances are so bad, I mean, I don't know when I'll be able to give you a call and schedule an appointment to do anything about it. The work has been just like come to a call and stop.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, ask you guys to help you. Ask them to help you create the fund so that I can undo the blocks, and then everything will start flowing.
Okay.
Yeah, you
All
deserve
right.
that. You're a good person.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Well, thank you very much, and I will pass along your number and website to my friend to pass along to the other lady with the child.
Sure. Thanks, Cindy. I'm glad that you called in.
All right. Thank you very much. Yes, as soon as you started talking to the lady about that subject, I got chills all over. I'm like, oh, my gosh. Maybe that's why I called into the show today, is I needed that connection because I didn't know who to refer to.
Yeah, I'm glad that you did. Good listening to your intuition.
All right. Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate it, and I'll be in touch with you.
Okay. You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
That was great.
Yeah. If you can take one quick question, I do have one for you.
Yeah, is this Barbara?
Oh, this is Kelly.
Oh, hey, Kelly. Okay.
Hi. I was wondering if my baby was able to go to the light, or if it's hanging around hoping to be reincarnated and come back as a baby later with me or family member or whatever.
Yeah, let me ask.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Because I'm no longer with the father, and I don't know if that matters as to whether or not it could come back. If it, I've been told it wants to, but it definitely wouldn't be with him now.
I'm getting that the baby has already reincarnated.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did they come back as a person or an animal or?
As another baby. Into another baby's body.
What?
It came back as a baby.
Oh, okay. Would it be anybody I know?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Then they probably closed that chapter, realizing that the father was not going to be involved, and Okay, well, that's not to say there won't be another soul, but later on maybe. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Well, that in a way makes me feel better because they're able to experience life now.
That's right. Yeah, exactly.
And they're not stuck waiting, and that makes me feel good too.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a good thing.
Do you know if it was a boy or girl?
Feels like a boy.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. That's what I thought, but I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you. I feel better.
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, I'm glad we were able to answer some questions for you.
Thank you. If I talk to it or pray, will it hear me, or is it too busy in its new life?
Yeah, it's kind of moved on.
What?
It's moved on. He has moved on in a good way. It's a good thing. So.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. So you know, it would be good for you to move on, and I could help you with that too. You know, if you need to.
Okay. Well, things like ads for babies and things like that keep coming to me because they don't realize I don't have it anymore because I had a miscarriage. Those don't bother me as much as they did before. And then knowing that they went to the light and they're reincarnated and have another go at it, I think that's fabulous. I think that's going to help.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, good. Well, I'm glad that was helpful. You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Kind of a relief because I didn't want them stuck in limbo.
Exactly. Right on.
Yeah. Oh, good. I'll sleep better now. Thank you.
Oh, good.
Yeah. It's always good to hear that from somebody, isn't it? You help somebody.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you. You've been a very huge help tonight.
Oh, I'm glad. I'm really glad. And, if you have any other questions or want to check out the website, it's phoenixrising.com.
I have a question. I do have a question. Okay, this is very quick. This is a very quick question from Barbara. Okay, so if you were pregnant, like I lost a child and that had a heartbeat, and we've talked. I now have a connection with him through another psychic, so that's great. But then I was wondering, I've had 2 miscarriages after that, but there was no heartbeat. Does that mean that they weren't a soul, or how do we decipher? Is it when the heartbeat, or is it an embryo? When is it a person that we can actually talk to? That's why I always thought that it wasn't when they didn't detect a heartbeat and then you had a miscarriage.
Just a moment.
That's a very good question, Barbara.
Thank you.
I'm glad you asked that. Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people might be wondering that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's true.
It's certainly just as much of a disappointment, whether it had a heartbeat or not, to the mother, which was me and a lot of people out there who've lost their children.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, like I said a little earlier, the soul can go in and out of the embryo while the mother is pregnant. In fact, I worked with a client a few years ago who couldn't get pregnant, and then she was spending a lot of money, and I did some energy work and counseling work with her, and then she conceived, and I would be working on her, and I would see the soul of the little boy that she was pregnant with hovering above us. I could describe him, what he looked like and everything. Yeah. And then he was born. She had a successful pregnancy and gave birth. And so the soul really can kind of go in and out of the mother's body, the embryo, and once the what do I want to say? Once the physical embryo is developing, the spirit of life is within that embryo, even before there's a heartbeat.
Oh, my goodness, and here I haven't even asked about these 2 others of mine. Wow, they probably are up there saying, hey, what about me? Don't I get any attention? Well, now we can tell them, hey, I care about you too so much. I just wasn't sure. Now I'm checking it out, but I do and loved you and wanted you.
Mhm.
Yeah. But I know we're kind of running out of time, so we might need to do this on another show. But thank you. You answered my question, and it's good to know that. It makes me feel like, I have even more to enjoy. When I go to the light, I can see even more.
That's great.
Wow. You're going to have a huge family reunion.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is great. This was really great.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm glad it was helpful. It's been good talking with you. And if anyone wants to schedule a session or, have me unblock any blocks or dissolve any issues, I specialize in healing trauma, sexual abuse, depression, grief. Pretty much you name it, I can heal it. And I do this long distance. Yeah, I do this long distance. I've got clients all over the world that I work with, and it doesn't matter if they're sitting with me in the room or they're across the country. It's just as effective.
What's your website again where we can get a hold of you?
Yeah, it's phoenixrisinghealing.com.
Okay, great.
And the phone number is 508-237-4929. If people want to try to reach me after tonight, they can, and we could set up an initial 15-minute consultation, and I'd be happy to answer any questions during that time.
Okay, so they get a 15-minute consultation for complimentary before they schedule something longer with you? Wow.
If they want to. If they want to, and I'll try to make the time. If somebody is ready to just have me work with them when they look at the website, the fastest way is to just sign up under the services page on the website. That's the fastest way to get an appointment with me. But if somebody wants a consultation for 15 minutes, we can also set that up.
That sounds great.
Good.
Wow. Yeah,
Good.
I hope you'd like to come back to our show. I know you've helped a lot with a lot of people.
Oh, I'm glad. Yeah, sure, I'd be happy to.
Excellent. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Wow.
We really enjoyed you. You really were helpful, like Kelly said, so helpful to a lot of people, and we enjoyed you so much. Thank you very much.
Well, thanks, Barbara. Yeah, I enjoyed being on the show with all of you, and glad that I could help the callers who called in.
Definitely you did. I could tell it helped.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, let me know when you'd like me to be on again, and I'll let you know what my schedule is, and if it's helpful, that would be fine.
That sounds good.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
So, Johnny, how was your experience listening to all of this today? Where's Johnny?
I don't know. That's weird.
That's weird. It got really quiet all of a sudden. We're not used to that.
Yeah, I thought I heard him. I heard him a little while ago.
Well, he's always the one that closes the show, so I was wondering, because it's about time that we usually end, and then now he's not there. I wonder what's going on, Kelly.
I don't know. That's weird. I just texted him, are you closing the show?
I'm right here. I'm right here.
There he is.
I had it on by accident. I'm sorry. It's been a great show. It's been a great show. I'm sorry about that. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to close out the show. I'm sorry about that. All right. Thanks, everybody. I had it on mute.
Yeah.
I apologize. All right.
That's all right.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks everybody for
everybody.
calling in and for being
Bye,
on the show.
everybody.
Great
Thanks
being there.
for listening.